But you are.
All right. You think you can do this? You think you can do a theme song every week upon week upon week?
Yeah. Well, you want to switch it out?
No. Yeah, go.
Aw, theme song. Do 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 do. Theme song. Do 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 do. Fuck you, Joy. Now what?
So, welcome to
God, you're dumb.
when Joy gives you oranges.
Oh my God, I thought there was two of me. I thought there was fucking two of me.
John's back. John's back in town.
I know, it feels like we've been forever since we've done one.
Town.
It's like 3 weeks since we've done one together.
Yeah.
Crazy talk.
Crazy.
Here I am.
Hi.
So I was in North Carolina saying goodbye to my friend, Al.
Yeah.
Helped his wife with some stuff and, helped her a little bit through, dealing with the stuff. And I mean, the best I could anyway, just being supportive. And I did.
If you can't be a jock, be a jock supporter.
I was. And then I also went to North Wilkesboro Speedway, which was fucking awesome.
Is that on your hat?
It
right
is.
now?
It's right there on my hat. And it was fucking awesome. And it was super, super awesome because it's the first time, well, they've been doing it all month, but it's the first time they've had any action at this track since the 90s. It's like been
10 years ago.
No, but this track was like basically grown over, dirt, weeds, everything. A bunch of people got together. Dale Earnhardt Jr., a bunch of people got together. They were like, let's make this. And like there was still some like weeds in the fence still growing in the fence that they couldn't get out yet.
Nice.
Like it was like cool, right? It was super nostalgic.
Right.
And because the track was from the 40s. You know what I mean? Just out in the middle of the fucking country.
Right.
So anyway, it was really cool. And Dale Jr. had raced that night. And let me tell you.
Tell me. I gotta take my shoes off.
If there was any person, you could turn the fan on.
No, it's too loud.
You couldn't really hear it.
Yeah, remember that audio issue we had? No, it's fine.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna take my shoes off.
So anyway, later in the race, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Pay attention to me. Just talk about
starts passing people, and he's coming toward the front. And every time he passes somebody, he's getting closer to the front. You could feel the energy in the crowd starting to step up, and it was like, is this real? Like you always hear it like on TV, and it always sounds like they like turn it up for you to hear it. And I'm watching it, and he gets another spot, and it gets a little louder. And I'm like, holy crap. Now he's in like 5th, and then he's in 4th, and the crowd is starting to go bananas, right? Mm-hmm. And I lean over to the guy I'm with, and I go, hey, Matt. He goes, what? And I go, dude, if there's a yellow, this place might burn down. And like 2 laps later, someone spins out, and this fucking place, like the stands were shaking. Like they are all so excited that there was a yellow flag, and Junior had a chance to win.
Right.
So, while he didn't win, but like he was side by side for second, everybody was going crazy. And, and then I think he ended up finishing 2nd or 3rd, and it was really cool. Like, but to watch the people. And it was so... Wilkes County's pretty deep.
Yeah.
And they did the national anthem.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? And I was walking... Well, first, I felt like I was at church.
Ooh.
It was at least a 5-minute sermon about God and shit, right?
Well, see...
They were big. They were big on it. I mean, it was like I was in church. He was reading stuff and doing things. So anyway, we get through that. Mm-hmm. They sing the national anthem. Uh-huh. Everybody cheers, and I'm walking by this guy, and I'm not even joking. I heard someone yell, "America!" Like just the M, right? Like the stereotypical. Like I never heard that in the wild, right?
It was organic.
It was, and it was meant. It wasn't an accident. Like it wasn't.
Like it was right? America.
Yeah, there was no A on that. He's from America, not America. And it was like he did that, and I was like, "Oh shit, I am deep," right? And then just to move on, we'll come back. And then on Sunday, I went to Darlington, South Carolina, which was like a bucket list racetrack, and I can't believe I got to see it. It was amazing, right?
I'm glad.
I got to see it from the pits, from the stands. It was awesome.
Thank you, Cousin Bill.
Thank you, cousin. That was amazing, and I appreciated it. And uh-oh.
What?
We had an accident. Hold on. Time out. Oh, there we are. But we're not recording.
Is it not recording anymore?
No, I don't see anything red. That was weird. What happened?
I don't know.
It's restarted.
I have no idea.
Fully restarted, huh?
Yeah, I'll just have to upload two videos.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, because nothing else stopped.
Hopefully it saved it. Ooh, now I look. Ooh. Okay.
So anyway, I went to South Carolina, and I took video of this guy who one of the Kevin Harvick crashed or caught on fire, and he was out of the race. And I watched this guy raise his hands and like just like broken hearted, like and he's like hands on his head. I thought he was crying. I swear to God, I thought he was crying.
Well, do they have like...
He was so passionate about Kevin Harvick, and it was crazy to watch. Like, I filmed that shit. Go.
Do they have like a fantasy NASCAR? Do you think
Yeah,
Kevin Harvick was his like one of his...
Yeah, but this guy, like, it was just like...
Personal.
Yeah. Like, that was his man. Like, you know what I mean? That was his guy. And when his guy went down, he was like, like, I mean, he like head down on the rail.
Oh.
Like bummed out. Like, he turns around and he's like, and he was like so devastated. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, I am passionate about the sport, right? I mean, I feel very knowledgeable about the sport. I know the history of the sport. Like, I am very into the sport, but I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know if well, maybe, but man, I don't know if it was crazy. Like, he was like older than me.
Well, when they get in wrecks, you're like, oh man, I hope he's okay. Oh man, that was a hard one. And
I do jump up and bounce around the house a little bit.
Yeah.
But this guy was just passionate about this dude. Like, I guess. Dolphins I get passionate about.
Fuck the Dolphins.
This weekend. Good Dolphins.
So,
fins up. Oh, fins up. Wee. I don't know how to do a flipper.
I do, because he's trying to touch my butthole.
Hey, whatever. What else?
You know, I'm sure you know, I've told you, I've been to North and South Carolina.
Yeah, you've told me.
Yeah.
I've been to North Carolina. I've been to Fayetteville. Fayetteville? I think that's where Brandon was stationed when I was in Virginia. I think I was in Virginia. I went and visited him.
Fort Jackson. That's where Jared...
I went to Fort Bragg.
Jared, Big Balls. That's where he graduated. I had...
When did his balls graduate?
Oh, no, those things are so huge.
You think he ever grew into them?
No. No, I'm not kidding you. They were like the size of a cantaloupe. Or a grapefruit.
Sounds like he had a problem.
I think he did.
Maybe he was like backed up. And it was just
we
like...
had
just
sex.
He didn't just
he
didn't just blast in everywhere.
He wasn't a virgin. I was his second.
Or third.
Thanks, Jonathan. I had fake sex in South Carolina with Jared.
What'd you guys dry hump each other?
No, like he rubbed it over the hole but never inserted because I wanted to stay a virgin.
Oh, what a fucking cock tease. Jesus.
I was young.
If you're going to let me touch your pussy with my cock, it's going to get in you. That's it. It would have been whoop, 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 whoop.
Also, his mom was in the same hotel room in the bed next to us.
And doesn't matter.
I was young. I was still in high school. And I wasn't 18 when I graduated high school, so I was young.
Do you want to rub Peters together tonight?
What?
I said, do you want to rub Peters together?
Yeah, I'll rub my Peter on your Peter. I'll rub my Peter on your paw.
Oh my God.
I knew I shouldn't have told you that.
Let's see. So what else?
I don't know.
Let me think what else happened while I was out there.
Your kid had the flu. Your dog had giardia.
I left and the shit fucking falls apart. You guys are dumb.
It was amazing. Brody slept on your side of the bed every night.
Oh, so I get the flu one now. It's my turn.
He talked in your microphone too.
Oh, great.
But it's also, we did it on Monday, so it's dead.
It's been 4,000 degrees.
Yeah, it's dead. Or it's mutated.
Good thinking.
But, yeah, like, Brody got sick. It was awful. And then Gilly was sick, and I had to shove these huge... Oh, my God. I saved the syringes because I wanted to show you how big they are. And these huge syringes down her throat. The first day, she was just like, oh, Mom, what's that? And then swallowed them. But then the second day, she's like, I know what those are. And she is strong. She is a strong
because she's got
horse.
those super long puppy legs that she pushes hard with those things.
She is a strong horse. So the second day, she saw that syringe, and she was like, no.
It's on.
And so I got most of it down her throat, and then she was all... And so I wiped it up. I wiped it up with a hot dog bun, and I fed it to her, and she's like, thanks, Mom.
So now you just, like, soak it in bun? You're like fucking Gilly Chestnut over there. The food the food guy that eats the hot dogs that dunks them. And
It
was funny. It would have been super funny. Somebody laughed at that.
It was funny.
6? Please laugh.
And then I was supposed to do comedy on Tuesday, and Brody was sick, so I had to cancel. I didn't have, like, any adult interaction. It's been, except for at work. At one point, I had a patient come in, and he was like, Joy, I'm so fucking tired. And I go, this is my time. You're not allowed to fall asleep. We're talking for 90 minutes, so fucking go. And he's all... Are you serious? I'm like, uh-huh. I'm like, you don't get to... Who thinks they get to relax during a massage? No, you're talking to me. And I made him talk to me for 90 minutes. It's okay. His wife came in next, and I was like, I made your husband talk to me because I'm so tired, and I just want to talk to people, and I'm home with these fucking kids, and oh, my God.
So Monday night when I was out there... I went and raced little toy RC cars from a friend of mine from the RC track who has his own shop out there, out in North Carolina now. He moved out there and has a shop.
Shout him out.
Yeah. It's the, hold on. It's a name I can't remember.
Oh. You're really bad at shout outs.
No, it's going to be a good one. Ready?
Did you hear our podcast, Me and Brody's?
Yes, I told you I did.
Did you hear the end when he did his sponsors?
Yes. He did it good. It's called Race City Speed Factory. It's an RC shop. They race one RC. It's in North Carolina, Mooresville. Matt's very knowledgeable. He's a pro racer. He's been around, a pro oval racer. He's been around a long time. Good buddy of mine. So yeah, he was awesome. I hung out with him. He let me race these little tiny RC cars that they race, and it was tough. I got beat pretty bad by those guys, but I had fun. You know, I ran some competitive laps. I just couldn't get it done, but it was cool. Were they nice to you? Oh yeah, everybody was super cool, and actually I went with Matt. Matt went with me to North Wilkesboro, which was pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it allowed us to get to know each other a little bit more, which is cool because we never really knew each other. Like we knew each other, but we didn't. But good dude. So shout out Matt. That was a good time. And then on that Monday night, I'm like, all right, this will be cool. I'll race some RC cars. And I have Trace with me. That's Diana's brother. And then I get a text.
She sent me a picture.
And she says, it's okay, but I tripped. And I said, oh, shit. I thought, man, I thought she fell asleep. And, you know, I thought she fell asleep because she has a couple of stools. And it was, you know, it was late. It's been a real emotional weekend. You know what I mean?
And also,
we just, you know.
We got to preface that at some point, every person that loves her has seriously thought about wrapping her in bubble wrap.
Yeah, she's got a history of having these issues.
Like, I'm not kidding. Anybody who loves her, even just likes her a little bit,
wants to bubble wrap her.
Had a thought in their head, like, maybe we should just get a Diana-sized bubble wrap.
I know, right? I mean, she's adorable, but
it's her.
So she texts me and says, I'm okay. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to think I beat you. Right. Like none of these people that are out here know me. They all of a sudden some strange dude is just staying at your house.
Well, one of them knows me.
So we'll get to that.
Oh.
So
Soap.
I go, okay. So then I call her, and she doesn't answer. I'm like, oh my God, did she fucking pass out after she texts me like it's the head and like,
right.
Oh my God, what the fuck? And I text her, she doesn't answer, and I'm telling Trace, hey man, I think we might have to go. So he texts her friend Carrie. So Carrie had just left there, and she had walked. So that's what happened, and she had walked Carrie out, and then she walked back in the back patio where all the lights were off. And she walked out to go smoke a cigarette, and she tripped on a chair that she couldn't see in the dark. So that's what happened. Because I went out there was a chair all flipped over, and I was like, okay, that's what happened. So anyway, so the next day, the swelling's coming down, and so it did like when I did the bicycle wreck. So all the swelling was coming down. Both of her eyes were black and blue. And we go to Lowe's the next day. Her face is swollen. We go in, and the people are like, you have a great day, darling, all sweet to her, not really talking to me. And she's like, you know why they're really nice to me, right? Because they think you beat my ass. My response, I go, well, if you did the fucking dishes, you wouldn't have had that happen. She goes, that's why you and fucking Daryl were friends. Because that's exactly what he would have said. And we cried and laughed at the same time. And, I gave her a big hug, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Okay, speaking of being in the dark, Brody and I were walking the puppies last night. I think it was last night. And we go by. Now, Gilly's very skittish in the dark. I don't think she sees well in the dark.
I don't think she sees well.
And she gets very scared. She's very skittish. She's just a puppy. But we're walking, and fucking this voice out of nowhere. And it's dark. He's all, hello? And I go, whoa. And I go, hello? And then it was nothing. And then I'm walking with Brody, and I'm looking at Brody, and then you hear this voice go, what are you doing right now? I go, walking the dog? Oh. And then we keep walking, and Brody's like, yeah, that's a nice kid. He's a boy. I've met him before. I'm like, you couldn't have said that fucking sooner,
right,
child?
You don't even know who the fuck am I talking to?
It was like, and it's Fence. So in my head, I am not kidding you, because Cassandra keeps posting pictures because she got a Chucky doll.
Oh, Jesus.
So she took this Chucky doll on the plane. She's been taking this Chucky everywhere. So it was in my head. So when I heard hello, I straight up thought Chucky was talking to me. I'm like, oh, God.
There is a high school that I go to, and we change filters. And and it's an old high school. 1945 is built, right? So one of the AC rooms on top of the auditorium area, you go in through this door, and then you have to go through another door, and then there's a bunch of filters. And then there's another door on the other side. But when you open that door and go in there, there's a chair in there, and there's a fucking doll sitting on it.
It's just like...
That is fucking creepy as fuck, right?
Yes, it's just like the Comedy Store, the Rodney Dangerfield fucking doll that keeps getting moved around because he goes into a room... People get scared so much that he ends up in another room, and then people get scared. This Rodney Dangerfield doll has been in every room I've seen. He's creepy.
Yeah. So then one of the nights we're sitting there, we're talking, and one of their friends is a massage therapist. One of Diana's really good friends, a neighbor. Her name is Amy, and they were super awesome people. Really liked her and her husband. And as a matter of fact, I played disc golf with their kid. He had just started playing a few months before. Oh, that was the kid. Yeah, his name is DY. Good kid. Had a lot of fun playing disc golf with him. His dad's a super cool guy, still in the race business stuff. And Amy, she's a massage therapist. And we're talking, and I go, so my wife's a massage therapist. And we start chatting about all that stuff. And then we were talking about our podcast. And then I said, yeah, she used to have another one. It was called Happy Endings, where she would massage people. And she goes, Happy Endings. And I go, yeah, with Joy Eileen, she'd massage people and entertainers on tables. She goes, oh my God, I used to listen to every single episode. That was so funny. I freaking love that. And we were laughing, and I'm talking, and then I called you, and I was like, hey, and she was freaking out, and she fangirled out. She totally fangirled out. You kind of fangirled back because you're like, oh, that's kind of nice.
I always fangirl.
So,
fangirl.
and we laughed, and she's like, oh my God, she's got to come out here. She's like, I got to meet her. So, anyway, so. And then there's that. Do we? But do we, don't we? Do we go for it?
I thought you were saying like Dewey, like where your parents live.
Oh, fuck no.
I was like, what are you doing?
No. I can say, like when we went out there and looked around, and I love the history stuff, all that stuff, but not once was I like, could I live here?
More than once, I was like, I could never live here.
Right. Now, out there, I was like, green, gorgeous, awesome history, and I did like it. But I also have a weird fascination and tie to the place, even though I don't live there, right? You know what I mean? Because of the race stuff and the history and my friends. Like I know, like if had you and the kids not come along at some point, I probably would have ended up trying that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I don't mean that as a regret. You're looking at all weird.
I'm not. Don't tell me how. So I'm not. Look, stop.
You're all.
Oh, is that what I look like? You want to know what you look like?
Now are we doing faces?
Hold on. This is John. Oh God, I look just like you.
I thought there was two of me. And you know what?
What? You'd have sex with you.
Yeah, I would. I'd fuck the hell out of me.
I've had sex with me. It's
You know what? Because, I mean, I got that, like, special tism strength.
You're so stupid. John wants me to move to North Carolina.
Maybe not. Who knows?
I like my house.
I mean, we're here.
We're here.
But they bring the wages up $22 an hour. We're fucked.
If they bring up the wages $22 an hour, I'm going to go work at McDonald's.
Well, we're fucked if they do that. Because then I'm basically making minimum wage, and then we're fucked. Anyway.
Let's not talk icky. Why'd you go icky?
Because you made me mad.
Oh, that's kind of hot. You just checked out my titties.
Checked out your post, too.
Holy shit.
I was gone for 11 days.
Yeah, I know. So, Thursday, Caleb and Brody stayed home on my day off. Okay. I'm not going to get a day off until I think next Monday.
Well, at least you got that to look forward to.
Because, fuck.
Why can't you do this Thursday?
Oh, maybe. Wait, it's not the 15th. Oh, okay, I get a day off. Because next Thursday I'm going to go, Tyler's going to do another book
keep
shoot.
Complaining and stuff. Complain some more.
There was a fire. So not only did Brody have the flu, Gilly have Giardia, there was also a fire. And John's gone.
Right, and they got the 5 basically to a crawl because it has 2 lanes because of structure damage to the bridges. So they only have 2 lanes open.
Yeah, it's bad.
So everybody's backed up to freaking...
It's like a parking lot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's bad.
They actually have the back gate open for Cast Day School.
I know, but you can only drive 5 miles an hour, and people are like flipping them off, so now they want to close it again because people aren't being nice.
Well, you know what? And I don't blame them for that. If you're being an asshole, then fuck you.
Right.
You don't deserve to go through this way if you're going to be a fucking cunt.
Because it's dirt, and they have horses, so they only want people to drive 5 miles an hour.
Totally understandable.
But also, at some point, that's going to get paved, and
at some point they're just going to take it from them anyway and make it happen. It'll have to be. It's a situation. It's a safety situation on that mountain.
Well, now there's a safe.
What's going to happen?
Did you just put your hand out at me?
What's going to happen? No, I wasn't. I was like...
That was like, let me mansplain now.
No.
Okay, what's going to happen?
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Sloan Canyon and the safety.
Oh, because there's only one way in, one out. What the fuck's going to happen if there's a big old fire?
There was a big old fire.
What if there was one right there?
I don't know. Poor Caleb. Friday night, or Friday they get off, so it's Labor Day weekend. Caleb's bus did not get into Valverde Park until 5:15.
Damn, that's rough.
And he's texting me. He's like, Mom, the bus hasn't moved in 40 minutes. And I was like, well, let me come get you. And he's like, you can't. He's like, you can't go this way. He's like, you might as well just wait for me.
He could have got out and walked.
He could have got out and walked. But
it was like 4 million degrees out, too.
Yes, that fucking poor bus driver. Could you imagine Friday before Labor Day weekend, you have a busload of teenage high school kids.
Who are pissed off.
Hot. It's the weekend, and you are in traffic for almost 3 hours with them. And you're only going, what, 10 miles?
6 miles? 6, maybe.
Like, fuck. I almost went to the fast stop to buy him, like, booze and be like, I'm sorry.
Right.
If he wouldn't have gotten fired, I would have bought him booze because that poor man, that had to be the worst day ever. So that was Thursday, or that was Friday. Thursday, they all stayed home. Woo! And then Friday, I worked. Caleb didn't get home till late. Saturday, I worked. Sunday, I wasn't going to work, and then I went and did 2 privates. And that was cool because Sunday is when you were like, Joy, we're moving and we should move. So then I was telling Gina, and she's like, you should do it. You should do it.
Why not?
She's like, Britton and I will come. You should do it.
No, because we talk about it, because I keep telling her we should open a little comedy club out there.
Done.
We could easily.
So,
if you're going to take the risk, you might as well fucking just throw everything at it. Fuck it.
I already took a risk.
We're all going
with
to die.
you.
Let's do it. What?
What?
You risked me?
I was 23. I was skinny. I was cute. You were going through a divorce with a 3-year-old. And I was like, that looks like a good idea.
As you looked at my penis, you're like...
Your penis's name was a good idea.
Yeah. Or it was bad decision.
That's your balls. Your right one's bad, and then your left one's decision.
I'm going to get it tattooed underneath. It's all bad decision.
And then good decision. And then your butthole will be all, no. You just blew out everyone's speaker with your butthole.
Oops.
I don't know if I want to tell this
Oh, my
story.
God. Yes.
I'm not telling that story. That will never go out in public, ever.
Oh, my God.
But the other...
Unless I accidentally told them.
The other day... Because I take these digestive enzymes so that it makes me kind of move. I was sitting on the couch and Gilly was sitting next to me and Brody was sitting next to me because Brody always has to be on me. And me and or Gilly passed gas. And Brody goes...
Me and or Gilly. I'm not sure which one did it.
And Brody goes, oh my God, Gilly, you gotta go poop. Come on. And Gilly's all, I'm sleeping. And he made her go outside.
And you were laughing because it was yours? That's so bad.
Allegedly.
So, yesterday I was taking your fucking middle son home.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sitting in the drive-thru and Dad, can you give me dinner? Can
you give me food?
Can you give me food, please?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he says please to you?
Sometimes.
Okay.
So I get him food. We're sitting there and I'm like, God, he needs to wash his asshole. That was my thought.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. I'm like, his asshole stinks horribly. This is fucking bad. Right? I'm like, this is horrible. Oh my God. Did I not teach my kid how to wipe his butthole? Right, these are my thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Right? And I get the food, I'm like, oh my God, can this guy smell it? Does he think it's me? Right? So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about it, and the guy hasn't even finished giving us our food. I give him his food. I give him his food, and I take the drinks in, and I go, oh my, and it gets just fucking horrid. He moves, and it's just ruthless, right? And I'm like, oh my God, how do I say something to my kid about smelling like shit? Like, dude, you cannot walk around smelling like this.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, I farted. And I go, oh my fucking God. I go, was it you? Did you fart when we were in the drive-thru earlier? He's like, yeah. I go, holy shit, I thought there was something wrong. I thought you shit, you're like you were broken. Oh my God, please don't do that again. It was the worst worst ever. It was like
Tyler when he ate the bag of cuties. Ugh.
It was so bad. And he just laughed.
It's just like when I wished death on Tyler, and I didn't know I was wishing death on Tyler. We were in that little plane coming home from Portland, and somebody was passing. It smelled the whole plane. And the whole time I'm thinking, whoever this inconsiderate motherfucker is, I hope he dies. I hope he fucking dies.
Motherfucker.
And I was like, as soon as this plane lands, I want them to get in a car and I want them to fucking die. Like, this is going through my head. Brody's 1 year old. He's asleep on me. Caleb's 5. He's asleep on me. Tyler's just talking to the lady next to us.
Farting away.
And I got off and I was like, I told him, I go, I hope that fucking person who was farting, and Tyler's all, that was me. And I was all, has a very good night. Like, I was cursing my oldest child and had no idea. I was like,
I know, because I got you guys back and I was like, really, dude? Did you? He's like, yeah.
I mean, the whole plane. Dude. And the whole time I'm like, how inconsiderate. This person's mom did not teach them manners. This person's mom needs to be slapped.
And it was you.
Me. Oh, it was so bad.
So nasty.
So bad. And we're going to end on that because I have a feeling you want to tell a story and you're not going to get to tell that story. That is between you and I and nobody.
And my text messages. Oh. Does everybody know?
John! I was mortified.
Diana laughed.
You're such an asshole.
She had her face smashed.
I farted at work.
You said it yourself. You did it. You did it.
I worked there 15 years. And I had coffee and everything was kind of sweaty. And I had to pee. I had to pee because I drink two of these. I drink a gallon of water a day, and I had to pee. And so I was holding everything in, and I was like putting on my flip flops, and the flip flop flipped over, and so I like bit, and it's all blub, 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 blub. And I wanted to die. I've never ever.
You text me. You said, "I have to quit." Oh my God, I just farted at work. And then you text me, I have to quit.
I do.
And I said, we can move to Mooresville. That was when it started.
It was, you guys don't understand. Like, my biggest fear is farting in front of people. Like, it is.
Well, you didn't fart. You blew it up.
I just wrote Friday, September 2nd, 10:58 a.m. I just farted at work. Please kill me. I had to pee so bad. I had coffee this morning. Everything was clenched. I went to put on my flip-flop, and it just jumped out of my butthole. I'm sure everyone heard. I want to crawl in a hole. You're not allowed to laugh. I am so mortified. What are you doing?
Looking for it.
It's right here.
No, I was looking for mine.
Why?
Because,
what is that? That was you passed it.
I did?
Yeah. It's right there.
And then you said, and then I said, I'm not laughing a lot.
Sorry you farted.
And then I said, I'm sorry you farted.
And I wrote, I think I have to quit. Like that fart was the quitting alarm.
And I said, haha, we can move here and open you a comedy club. It doesn't exist here. Just saying. And then I sent you a picture and you said, fuck it, why not?
Oh my God. I can't. 15. Then you guys don't understand. Like,
you popped off.
Farting in public is the most terrifying thing to me. And I did it. And I just bit and it's all blah, 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 blah.
So guys, you go in a bathroom and people pee. It's like a freedom to fart. And guys will go in there and just be all, they're peeing. There's like 7, 8 dudes in there peeing in a urinal. You hear
really?
all the time.
I don't fart. I don't fart in public. Like I
don't fart in public either.
Oh, fucking assholes. So, okay, we're done. We're 2 truths and a lie. Two toots and a lie.
Ah, look at you two. Tooties, toot, toot, toot. Boop,
right.
boop, boop.
Lick, clit, surprise.
Like, click, subscribes. Check us out. If you don't want it, well, if you don't want to, go fuck yourself.
All right, goodbye.
Stay classy.
No.
Good day. Touching your butt. Don't fart on me. Don't.